Hello there, Billy Bob Joe Bob. How is it going?
Oh, pretty good, I guess. How about you?
I am doing fine, thank you. Today I would like to tell you about Federalist 39. Do you know what that is?
No, not really. Please explain it to me, bro.
Well, Federalist 39 was written by James Madison on Wednesday, January the 16th, 1788. The main question this essay sought to answer was if American government should be strictly Republican or not. Remember, at this point in time, the Americans had just won their Revolutionary War and gained independence from Britain and did not want to go back to a system of government that allowed a tyrant to oppress the people. They wanted to keep the rights and liberties the Revolution had won them. So, they had to decide if a strict republic would be the best way to govern the new nation.
Okay, so what then makes a republic?
As Mr. Madison said in this document, a republic is a government that derives all its powers from the people and is administered by people who serve because they have a will to serve and are happy to serve. These administrators must be appointed by the people, otherwise our government would degrade from republican character. Most states' constitutions show this by providing for elections, defining terms, and allowing elected officials to remain if they maintain good behavior.
So how does our Constitution incorporate republicanism into our government?
Well, the House of Representatives is directly elected by the people, the Senate is indirectly elected by the people, and the President is indirectly elected by the people. All elected offices are a remote choice of the people to some degree. All shall conform to the Republican model and follow the consensus of the state constitutions. There are set term limits as in many states, and the President will be impeachable at any point. Do you need more proof?
No thanks, I got what I needed. But what do opponents of the Republican system say?
The opponents say that a confederacy would be a much better system of government, a government in which the states had all the power. However, they did not first check to see if a confederacy would be strong enough to forge a large nation.
So why is a confederacy a bad way to run a big country?
Because the states have all the power, the national government has none and therefore cannot fulfill national duties, such as raising the military or collecting taxes. Instead, the Constitution is to be agreed upon by a majority of the states. These states will be represented by delegates who are chosen by the people. This binds the majority to the minority, forming a great nation. This creates a federal constitution.
Well then, by golly, what do you mean by federalism?
Federalism is a system of government in which the national government as well as the state governments derive power from each other.
So what you were saying is that a federalism would be the best form of government for our country?
Why, yes. Now you're getting it.
Yay.
Having a strictly republican system of national government would not work as well as a federal system. The difference between national and federal governments relates to their operation, and again in another sense, to the extent of their operation. A national government involves the idea of a national supremacy over everything within the nation. In a national government, all pieces of it are subject to the whims of the supreme powers. This is not the case with what the Federalists proposed. The solution was federal because they favored sovereignty left to the states. There are independent governing bodies capable of making their own decisions, while working together with the other features of our federal plan. The federal power they proposed is necessary to prevent conflict between these independent bodies. It is necessary to establish a sound system of government.
So, federalism for the win?
Not completely.
What now, bro? What do you mean?
The Constitution will not be wholly federal or national in regards to any amendments that need to be made to it. If it were national, we would need a consensus of the majority in our nation. If it were wholly federal, we would need a consensus of all states. The convention proposes a plan that isn't founded on either idea. By requiring states to ratify changes, we move more towards a federal system. By requiring a certain proportion of states to ratify the changes, we move more towards a national system.
So, if the Constitution is not set up for only one of the systems and it isn't set up for neither, then it's set up to use both types of government. Am I right?
Why, yes, you are correct.
I now see how our government works. I'd also like to thank you for telling me about Federalist 39.
Of course, you're welcome. Have a great day.
Y'all have a good day too.
We would like to thank Robert, Chris, Austin, and Dylan for this great video. They deserve an A.